Alright. Hello everyone, Erik here. Welcome back to the Series 1 Marathon. Today, we're taking a look at Episode 2, The End of the World, which can best be summed up with this image macro. But I want to go a little more in depth than that, so roll titles! It's really cool to see all these different alien designs in the same episode, because you wouldn't really see that in a classic episode. Usually only maybe max 3 different designs in one story. I personally like to know how the tree people came about without the traumatizing details, of course. And the design slash makeup of the steward slash maintenance girl, whatever their species is very interesting, like the black marks on the steward's forehead and like around his eyes, and the strange like cat-like eyes. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm not sure why, but the blue alien sitting on the, I don't know what it would be called, hover platform. I can't remember the name of him right now. I'll show a clip of the steward saying his name right about now.
We have the Mox of Balhoon.
He reminds me from Syl from Vengeance on Varos for some reason. The interaction between the Doctor and Jade is great. It's really fun to see these two characters interact. It kind of seems a bit like they've met each other before. And makes her death, a lot more sad, and gives the Doctor justification to kill Cassandra. I mean, other than everyone else on the ship getting killed. Speaking of that scene, it gives us a bit of insight into what the new series Doctor is like when he's mad. Because here on Station 1, Platform 1, pardon me, innocent people have died here, and one of them he's even grown attached to, and he's bonded with her, and he thinks that the culprit should be shown no mercy when innocent lives have been lost. Unlike last episode, Rose was kind of useless here. I mean, last time, she was actually the one who technically defeated the Nestine consciousness by knocking into one of the Autons and making the anti-plastic fall into the growling magma, as I called it. But here, all she really did was call Cassandra a skin trampoline, argue with the Doctor a bit, and almost get killed by the descending sun filter. But hey, at least she was around to the end to give what might just be my favorite line to end an episode on.
Yeah.
I want chips.
Me too.
Right then, before you get me back in that box, chips it is, and you can pay.
No money.
What sort of date are you? Come on then, tightwad. Chips are on me.
Classic new series charm. Wait. Before we get to the end, I would just like to point out a few clips from the episode that I thought were worth mentioning, but, not significant enough to get their own sections. So at the beginning of the episode, the Doctor says,
"You lot, you spend all your time thinking about dying, like you're going to get killed by eggs or beef or global warming or asteroids. But you never take time to imagine the impossible, that maybe you survive."
But at the end of the episode, he then goes and says,
You think it'll last forever? People and cars and concrete. But it won't. One day it's all gone.
"You're kind of sending us mixed signals here, Eccleston."
Refreshments will now be served.
Who would have thought that at the end of the world, the music that they would be playing would be Tainted Love? That just seems very fitting for some reason.
They're just so alien. The aliens are so alien. You look at them, and they're alien.
Wonderful inside Rose. I would never have thought that otherwise. Well, that's just kind of generic space music, isn't it? I mean, this isn't Mario Galaxy, this is Doctor Who.
Baby, can't you see I'm calling? A guy like you should wear a warning.
Now that is one Oompa Loompa spaceman with a good taste in music. overall, I would definitely recommend you check out this episode. It's a lot better than the first one, has a lot less flaws, and it introduces a lot of elements about the Doctor that are explored more in depth later in the series, both Series 1 and the new series of Doctor Who. So, we've seen the future, now let's take a look at the past with The Unquiet Dead. See you then. Keep doing this, that's weird. Well, I'm not doing another take of that. That's all I'm doing in filming bloopers. Alright, that's the take I'm going with. I need to get the clips to remind myself of what they are. Let's pull Loilo. Overall, I would definitely recommend you watch this episode. It's a lot better than the first one and introduces... Overall, I would definitely recommend you check this episode out. It's a lot better than the first one. It introduces us to a lot of different elements about the Doctor that are explored in depth later in the series. That is an Oompa Loompa spaceman thing with a good taste in music. So, we've gone to the future, now let's see the past with next episode. So, we've gone to the future, now let's see the past in the third episode of series... No. So, we've seen the future, now let's go to the past in episode 3. So, we've seen the future, now let's check out the past in The Unquiet Dead. That's next. No. That's next on BBC One. Oh, well, I'm gonna have a lot of outtakes here. I might upload this as the in-between video. So, we've seen the future, now let's... Oh my gosh. So, we've seen the future, now let's take a look at the past with the... I almost said Undead Quiet. There, that's why I stopped. Need to organize my desktop before I start recording one of these.